Hi everyone and welcome to the Information Technology Concepts channels. So today I'm going to talk about the best security settings for Windows 11 as of 2023. Although Windows 11 is a more secure version of the operating system, we can still add some custom configuration to the system and follow best practices to improve the security of the devices. So for instance, as the best security practices, you can check the system update, scan the computer for viruses. You can also enable other security features such as ransomware and phishing protections, firewall, biometrics, authentication, encryption, and other features. So in this video, I'm not going to talk about the Windows tools, which is formerly called administrative tools, and local security policies, which are out of scope in this video. I'm going to talk about it in the next video that I'm going to publish soon. The first thing we want to do to secure Windows 11 is to create a user account. When you get Windows 11, they ask you to create an account. Unfortunately, this account is an administrator account. If you are infected with a malware or a virus and somebody actually get access to your computer, he will get access with the administrator level of privileges, which is very dangerous because this person will be able to pretty much do anything on your computer. So the first thing we want to do is to click on Start, enter Control Panel, then click on User Account. As you can see, the current user is an administrator. We just want to change this so you can manage another account, add a new user in PC settings. In here, you can add account. If you don't have a Microsoft account, you can just click on I don't have this person sign in information. Then you can just add a user without a Microsoft account. This is just to create a local account. Type the new username, enter a password, then you will have to enter the security questions. So I got now the new user account, and if you click on change account type, you can see that the account type is a standard user and not an administrator. So you can just cancel. Just one things to keep in mind is that when you switch from the administrator account to the new user account, you will lose most of the thing in your current profile. So if you have a browser with bookmarks, for instance, everything will be gone and you will have to start from scratch. But this is a much safer option than using administrator account for day-to-day task, which is very dangerous. So the next step is to log off. Click on user, sign out. And then you can see the new user. You can click on it and enter the password. So now you will have a new profile with a new user, which is not an administrator. The thing is that when you will install a new software, you will have to enter the administrator password. This is actually another layer for your security to make sure that program cannot run in the background without entering the administrator password. For instance, to install them, sometimes some software can run in the background if they have administrator privileges and you are not even able to see it. The second step that you can take to improve the security on your Windows 11 is to make sure that Windows is up to date. Click on Start, Settings. On the left-hand side, Windows Update. And just make sure that you don't have any updates that are pending restart or any update available. What you can do is like you can change advanced options and turn on the notification. Like that, when Windows downloads the updates, you'll be notified that you need to restart your computer. You always need to ensure that Windows is up to date. Windows have a lot of patch available every weeks, every month. Definition update for Defender, which actually updates the signature for the virus and malware. So it's always a good thing, good practice to make sure that your Windows is up to date. The third step to improve your security is to make sure that you have a virus scan enabled. So you click on Start, then type Windows Sec and open the Windows Security. On the left-hand side, you can click on Virus and Threat Protection, and you have a different scan options. The first thing you want to do is a full scan. It will take some time, it will take some resources from your CPU and memory, but at least you can run that overnight or when you are not at your computer to make sure that there are no virus or malware on your computer. Alternatively, you can run offline scan, but it will take your computer offline. Defender will run antivirus scan to make sure that there is no malware or virus that can evade virus signature. So this will actually prevent you to do your work. So do that when you actually have a spare time. Alternatively, if you want to purchase a commercial antivirus, there are a lot of different vendors on the market like Kaspersky, ESET, McAfee, many antivirus. You can have a look on the internet, compare all the antivirus features and rating. You can see the reviews and just make up your mind. There is one interesting step that you can take to improve your Windows 11 security is to use your Bluetooth to actually lock your computer once you are away from it. So for instance, you can just click on Start, enter Bluetooth. You can add a device. It could be your phone, your earbuds, a smartwatch, anything. Once you have entered the Bluetooth device and it is paired with your computer, you will be able to use it as a kind of a geo-fencing, which means that if you step away and the Bluetooth disconnects between your phone and your computer, the computer will lock itself out. So in case you are, for instance, at the library, if you're at work, or if you leave your apartment, what will happen is that your phone, your smartwatch, or your earbuds most likely will get disconnected as soon as you step a few meters away, and this will lock automatically your computer. Once you have paired your device or devices, you can click on the left hand side on Accounts, then Sign in Options, and then you can see Dynamic Lock. You can tick Allow Windows to lock your device automatically when you are away. Once you are away from your PC, Windows will lock your computer, and just make sure that if you are not present at your desk, nobody can actually access your computer. The next setting to enable to protect your Windows 11 is to enable ransomware protection. So control access folder is another best security features built into Windows 11 to protect your computer. It will protect your computer from ransomware attack. It does this by monitoring the changes that apps make to your files. If an app tries to modify the files inside a protected folder and the app is blacklisted, you will get notified about the suspicious activity. Please be aware that you won't be immune to ransomware attacks. This is just a layer of protection that could prevent a ransomware attack. To enable ransomware protection, click on Start, type Windows Security. On the left-hand side, you can see Virus and Threat Protection. Scroll and Ransomware Protection, Manage Ransomware Protection. Control folder access, you can turn it on. Once it's turned on, you can see what folders are protected. You can see a set of folders, documents, pictures, videos, and you can add your own folder that you would like to protect. For instance, maybe you want to control a folder where the data is. If you are a student, if you have work material on your computer and you want to protect those data, you can add those folders. Please be aware that if you are using a software such as an accounting software, this accounting software will need to access files, possibly in a folder. Most likely is a program file, but it could be some user folders and document folders. And if you enable protected folders, this application won't be able to make changes. So you will have to go back and you will have to allow apps to control folders. In here, you can add an app. So if you want to add, you can browse all the apps and then you can find an app, the one that you would like to allow through the protected folder. So for example, if you are using Xero or any accounting apps or any other applications that need access to specific folder and this folder is protected, you will have to just add this app to make sure that it will be able to modify the files and the folder within the protected folder. The next step to secure your Windows 11 is to make sure that the firewall is enabled. Click on Start, type Windows Security. Then on the left hand side, you can see Firewall and Network Protection. You just want to make sure that on the domain, private and public network, the firewall is actually on. It's very important to enable it on the public network because this is normally used for airport or coffee shop. This is a Wi-Fi network you are connecting when you're not at home, and you need to ensure that the firewall is on to just avoid any problem that could be caused by other users on the same network. So the next step you can take to protect your Windows 11 is to enable a set of protection settings. So you click on Start, Windows Security. On the left-hand side, App and Browser Control. Then you can see Reputation-Based Protection. You can actually click on Reputation-Based Protection settings first. In here you can see a set of different settings. Check apps and files. You can turn it on. So it will check apps and files from the web, what you are downloading, what you are trying to run. You can set the smart screen for Microsoft Edge. You can turn it on. Then you can turn on the phishing protection. Phishing protection will actually warn you about malicious apps and sites, warn you about password reuse if you try to reuse a password that you have been using before. It can also warn you about unsafe password storage if you are trying to copy and paste a password on a notepad where it's actually in clear text. It will prevent you to do that. So you can turn it on. And then what you can do is like you can have a potentially unwanted app blocking. So you can block apps that could be potentially dangerous for your computer, and you can also block download. See that they are all on now. Finally, the last setting that you can enable is core isolation. So core isolation is a collection of security features to protect your computer from malicious code and hackers. So one of the features available is memory integrity. It will block different type of malware from compromising high security processes in memory. So to enable it, you can click on Start, Windows Security, and on the left hand side you can see Device Security. And you can actually see the details of it. In here you have memory integrity. Turn it on and it will be protecting your memory for any type of malware trying to access the memory processes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when a new video is released. Thank you and have a good day.